So we ask you, Father, for your blessing. We ask you for your presence. We ask you for your peace. We ask you for all that you have in mind in these days, in this time. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Then the Lord God made woman from the rib he had taken out of the man. And he brought her to the man, and the man said, "This is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called a woman, for she was taken out of man. This is why a man leaves his father and his mother, and is united to his wife." I was thinking about this, and I was thinking there's a story here. And if you don't know the story, I would like to start all the way back at the beginning. When Drake was born, I hope those pews have seatbelts if you're about to go on the ride of your life. We were like, how are we gonna make it? 3 kids, the oldest wouldn't turn 2 for a couple weeks. Most kids' first words are no. I'm sure that Drake's first word was why. And it wasn't the why and the, I want to understand this. It was the, I'm sure that was like a part of it, but it was a why that left itself with the question, what would happen if? Which took us to this place of, this is why you shouldn't do that. When Drake and Josiah were going at each other, wrestling, and Josiah got up, Drake got up, Josiah walked away, Drake seized the opportunity at 3 years old to bite his back so hard that he still has a scar today. I'm sure what will happen if was the question in his mind. When he was 3 and a half, this was a rough time for you. He went to the kitchen, opened the kitchen door, saw the eggs, and thought, what would happen if I smashed that one, and then that one, and then that one? 12 eggs later, I'm sorry, was the answer. What would happen if I threw a Matchbox car into that light fixture up there? What would happen? What would happen later on in his life if I took an Axe deodorant can and put it in a lit fire? Oh, the many uses of fire. There was a what would happen moment when that same boy got stuck 2 stories up on a building with no way down. And now we are, 21 years later, we're asking the same question. How are we going to make it? If I was honest, I think it's on the what would happen side of life, because we love this kid. He's the same guy that took a trip around the world to Serbia with that same what would happen if attitude. Some of you in this room were on that trip. It just so happened there was a certain girl on that trip. And oh, did I mention a brother with bite marks was on that trip too. Crucial that was. One brother played the drum, one brother played the guitar, and there was this girl that sang like an angel. 2 weeks later, on the other side of the world, she changed her life. There's a girl that flew home and never came down from the clouds. She was sure that she had found the man of her life, the man of her dreams. The 2 brothers flew home and laughed like little kids. One completely unaware that love had altered his destiny, until the older brother, the one with the bite marks, said to the younger one, "Dude, I think Katia likes you." To which the younger brother, always aware and never surprised, said, "Really? You think so?" And another fire that never went out. There's this old rhyme that a bride would think of when she got ready for something for a wedding day. It went like this: something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. You might not know it actually ends with "and a sixpence for her shoe." This couplet suggested that if the bride collected all these things and wore them in her wedding, then she would have a blessed marriage and evil would be warded off. Each piece of the puzzle represented something. Brides all over the world still practice this tradition today. It made me realize, although there's a story here, there's a bigger story at work. And this simple old rhyme brought it to light for me. You didn't need to go collect all these things. They're already here. Something old. It's me. I'm the something old. It's your mom. It's your parents. It's your grandparents. It's this whole cloud of witnesses right here behind you that surround you. We're here to say we see you. We believe in you. We're for you. Welcome to this fraternity. Welcome to the sorority of those who have walked this road before you. We know parts of this journey. We know that they're tricky. We're here for you when you get lost, confused, and can't seem to find your way. You guys have chosen traditional vows. We've said those vows. We know what they mean and we know what they don't mean. We know how to honor them when you're not even perfect. We recognize this one thing. The new can't make it without the old. Something new. That's you guys. This is new. So new. You represent the best of us. We poured all we could into you to this day. Your love is young. We're trusting you to lead the way. Our hope is in you. We believe in you. We believe that God is doing something new in you. And in the days ahead, you'll open wedding gifts and boxes of the new will fill that tiny little apartment you live in. Today, the two will become one. And this is a brand new thing. Something borrowed. But borrowed. Your bed in your new bedroom looks strangely familiar to me. Because it seems like your bed in your old bedroom. So does your couch, your towels, your table, your chairs, your toothpaste, your toilet paper, and even your ranch dressing. When you are just beginning, most of what you have is just that, it's borrowed. But it's not just the tangible things, it's the intangible things. The way you think, the way you communicate, the way you laugh, the way you cry, the way you see the world. You will take these borrowed things and you're going to make them your own. You're going to blend them together. Something blue. Something blue. I think this is so interesting to put something blue because the color, everything else was a thing. Something blue is to remind us that life is more than just stuff. Stuff is stuff, but life is color and emotion and movement. Something blue represents the fact that all the things mentioned earlier happen in the present tense, in the right nowness. You've never felt the way you're about to feel. You're about to have all the feels. You've just begun to feel the weight of this moment, but believe me, this is just the beginning. And a sixpence. That's the funniest thing. Normally, the father of the bride would place the sixpence in the left shoe of the bride, and it was there for financial blessing and prosperity. Your parents have saved. At 19, you didn't give them a lot of time, but they saved as much as they could. They scraped together the money for this wedding. We're both making a financial investment in your guys' future because we believe in you. But it's more than just money that we wish you. We wish you more than financial prosperity. I thought it was really funny that they hid the sixpence in the left shoe. Like, hid it. This tiny little coin. Actually, I have one. This tiny, and I can give it to you. There's your sixpence. There it is. That one's uncirculated. The other one that's in her shoe has been circulated. But that tiny little coin was a piece of silver that they hid in the shoe. And I think, as I thought about it, I think it suggests more than just money. And I don't want you to miss it. The best treasures that you're going to find together won't be the obvious ones. They won't be the ones out in the open. The best treasures will be the ones you find hidden and buried in places you never thought you'd look. And this, I think, is what it really means for you today. You do have something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. And you have a sixpence in your sandal or shoe. And it's in this moment that I think you're ready. I think you're ready for what's about to take place. But for these guys, they didn't want you to see their wedding. They wanted you to be a part of their wedding, a part of this ceremony. They chose traditional vows because many of you have said them. And there's something that you can do that is new, even if you've been married since you were 22. You can say the vows along with us. We're going to say they're familiar, but it's an opportunity for you to renew what God did in you. If it was so many years ago or just a couple years ago. As they exchange vows, we want you to participate. When Katia says Drake's name, you can say your spouse's name. Let's renew our commitments together because that's the power of this moment. He makes all things new. Would you turn to face each other? Okay, Katia, you're going to repeat after me. I, Katia. Look at him, look. You're very attentive. Take thee, Drake, to be my wedded husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance. I hereto pledge myself to you. All right, Drake. I, Drake. You're looking at her. Take me, Katia, to be my wedded wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness, and in health, to love and to cherish, till death do us part, according to God's holy ordinance. And hereto, I pledge myself to you. Can I have the rings? I'm proud of you. This ring is a symbol of that which is least tarnished and most precious. It is a circle representing that which is unbroken. As you wear these rings, it symbolizes your unbroken, precious covenant that you have entered into with one another. Drake, would you put that on your feet? And repeat this after me. There you go. Next up. I give you this ring to wear. As a symbol of my abiding love. My eternal faith. And my undying devotion. It is an outward reminder. Of our inner unity. All right. It's amazing your hands are sweating. That would happen. All right, repeat after me. I give you this ring to wear as a symbol of my abiding love, my eternal faith, and my undying devotion. It is an outward reminder of our inner unity. All right, I'm going to pray just a second. Father,